Hello everybody, Origami Gamer here, and today we will be folding something that I really wanted to make on this channel for a very long time. A beetle. Now, this video will be in two separate segments. Well, actually, yes, two separate segments. Pre-creasing and collapsing, and shaping. This model took me about half an hour. You can make it out of just about any size sheet of paper you wish. So without further ado, let's get started. So first, you fold along the diagonals. Then fold every edge to the center, basically making a blintz fold. Oh, fun fact, the blintz fold is named after the blintz pancake, which is made very much the same way. You get a square pancake and fold the corners to the center to hide filling. It's quite delicious. That's enough talk about food. So, now with these creases made, you fold a 16 by 16 grid. I inadvertently came up with this design. Well, actually, I really didn't come up with this design. I stumbled upon it on my own when trying to design an origami spider for Halloween. I sort of missed that opportunity, but anywho, I later found out that another great origamist by the name of Riccardo Foschi, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. If you're watching this, I'm sorry if I butchered it. Came up with this design a while back. I independently stumbled upon it. However, all credit goes to him, as he was the original one who designed it. He makes a lot of cool models. He posts them on Flickr and a couple on YouTube. You should really check him out. A link to his channel will be in the description. So have our 16 by 16 grid and pre-creases done. Next you perform Elias stretches, named after the discoverer. So you take 8 squares and pinch them together into the center along the creases of the Blintz fold. Like that. And we repeat this for the 4 corners. Next, we do the same here. With the midline ones. And put it all together to collapse it like this. It is one fully collapsed unit. Now we repeat this for the other 4. What I like to do is collapse one, then unfold it, and repeat this until all 4 are done, then collapse them all at the same time. So that's this half done. And I will just outline the creases to make them easier to see for you guys. Alright, so I have outlined all the creases to make this easier to see for you guys. And red is mountain, blue is valley. So we're halfway done with the collapse. Alright, the collapse is finished. Now, what you do from here is up to you. This base is a very versatile one and can be shaped into many different things. I mean, I've seen people turn it into octopuses. Yes, octopuses or octopodes is the correct plural term, not octopi. You can kind of see how they did that. There's 8 little things right here, and something that looks sort of like the head of an octopus. However, what we're going to be focusing on is a beetle. So, what I do is I take 2 of these, fold them to one side, the other 4 to the other, and begin shaping. So, I recommend you use thinner paper than what I'm using, which is 20-pound paper. And so, you take this crease right here and fold it up to the center. You take this crease right here and fold it up to the one in front of it. Rabbit ear fold this section right here and perform 4 small inside reverse folds, which can be a little difficult if you're using a thicker paper like I am. Basically, these inside reverse folds give a circular appearance, which helps with the illusion that this is an insect. As this looks sort of like a thorax. And here we go. That's the thorax done. And a little top horn. So now the legs. So, unrabbit ear fold that temporarily. You take these 2 thick flaps and fold them over towards the front. And you fold these legs over at a 22.5 degree angle. You get that angle by folding like this, then folding up to that crease. Fold these at a 45 degree angle. And fold the opposite 22.5 for the front legs to get this. Now, these legs look way too thick, So we fold them in half, like so. The middle legs can be a bit tricky because they're the thickest. It may require a little bit of effort. Anyways, now the legs look more appropriate for the body. Now, you can shape the legs any way you please. You could just fold them like that and be done with it. But what I do is I make a rabbit ear fold up to about there. I then make a second rabbit ear fold like so. I'm going to take a third rabbit ear fold and do that to make one of the legs. The middle leg isn't anything too spectacular. Single rabbit ear fold there. And another one, like another one back here. And we essentially mirror the front leg in the back here. So that's one side of the legs done with the little horn here. So an alternative method of shaping is to just fold them like that. Just a single crease. I find that lazy and it looks weird. So I use rabbit ear folds to make a realistic looking joint. Segments of the legs in my models. That's the middle leg. And the last leg try to do this within camera range. take it. These are the legs done. Now what you do with this little front horn here will determine what kind of beetle it is. It can either be a generic rhinoceros beetle, which is pretty easy to make. Samurai helmet beetle. It's a bit more challenging, but it's doable. Or giraffe beetle, which I don't even know if it's technically even possible with this base. Might be, but I'm not going to test it. So I simply fold this in half like so. Sorry about that. Sometimes my voice acts up a bit. So there. Now I have this little thing right here. Now, I'm going to show you how I make the samurai helmet beetle. Because the rhinoceros beetle, generic rhinoceros beetle, is as simple as 3 reverse folds. 3 outside reverse folds. So, that may look like it's done, but it's not, as these now need to be squash folded down. Things right here. Those squash folded, you fold them in half. And you have these two little branches sticking out of the stalk there, which looks really, really cool in my opinion. So now you fold here and have it and sweep it over like so to create a little flap and bulge the abdomen. Personally, I often do it the other way. Just my personal preference here. And then I like this, and then I tuck it in. After that, I round out the abdomen as much as possible. Fold down the legs. Like so, and there we go. Finished beetle. However, you can do some slight modifications by doing 3 reverse folds to make a little horn like this, turning it into a generic rhinoceros beetle. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time. Origami Gamer, out.